Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the GOW Friday Night Black Party. And before we get started, man, I got one thing for you.
We like to make that money, yeah. That money, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of Generation Wrestling Podcast. As always, is yours truly, the 29-year-old piece of gold of the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes. Kane Tuco in the building, bro. What's good?
Man, you know what it is, man. It's the Friday Night Block Party.
Yeah.
Sorry for the time change. I had to go spend some daddy time as me and the kids went to go see Ant-Man and the Wasp in the theater. Loved it. Just got to say, Jonathan Majors, Disney ain't paying you enough money, my bro. Disney is not paying you enough money, my dude. That's all I'm just going to say right there. Man, they shortchanging my guy, man, because, man, this dude, he's something else, man.
Did he kill it? Did he kill
it? Man, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
whenever you and the wifey got a time to go, y'all go see Ant-Man, man. Tell her, yeah, she gonna love it. She gonna love it.
Well, hey, look, man, I owe her a day night real soon, so we're gonna talk about that. But man, before we do that, let's talk about tonight, man. The Friday Night Block Party. First things first, we had AEW Rampage, which came on at a very special time, 7:00 on the East Coast, because of course NBA All-Star Weekend. I forgot all about NBA All-Star Weekend, and then I looked and I just happened to see my DVR, and I'm like, oh damn, we come on at 7:00 today. And I was saying it was like, oh, because NBA All-Star Weekend. But anyway, so man, a very uneventful Rampage, but hey, we got to do our due diligence and tell the people what happened. So first match of the night, man, we had a trios match. We got Top Flight and AR Fox versus the Elite. The Elite ended up picking up the victory. Of course, man, it's a very gimmicky match. As we do with these kind of episodes, man, you know, everybody came out with basketballs, doing the whole 1-2. Then we get a backstage promo with the Guns backstage, your new AEW Tag Team Champions. Then we get a segment. We get Orange Cassidy, him and our boy Mark Henry, was in the back chopping it. And before he could really, you know, get a conversation going, we got Willie Yuta coming in, man. He's stepping into the frame, and he says, you know what, I'm glad that I left you and I left the best friends. You know, you guys replaced me with a clown, and you know what, it's all good though, because now I'm here with the Blackpool Combat Club. I'm here fighting, I'm earning my stripes, I'm bleeding with these guys, and they teaching me things you can never teach me. And Orange Cassidy, his rebuttal was like, hey, I was never trying to teach you because I was too busy trying to be a friend, but since we're not friends no more, hey, you want some, come get some. Bro, we got the pure champion, Willie Yuta. We got that boy, Orange Cassidy, your Mid-Atlantic AEW champion. Going for the AEW championship is Willie Yuta. Bro, what are your thoughts on this match? Two former friends, now bitter enemies.
I mean, Willie Yuta then got really cocky of himself. And you can say being with the Combat Club has definitely helped that. But I feel like his issue wasn't with Cassidy. It wasn't with Chuck. It was with Trent. Trent was the reason. Trent was the one that really wasn't feeling you. So it's like if he gonna talk shit to Trent, cool, because it's Trent. You know, him and Trent had a little beef because you know Cassidy and Chuck, you know, they were cool with, like Cassidy said, man, I was trying to be your friend.
Right.
You know, it wasn't about none of that other stuff. So for him to be so just rash with it, you know, towards all of them. It's like, bro, you know, part of the reason why we liked you was because you were with the best friends and you showed out. It's like, yeah, you got to do a little bit more with the Combat Club, but you were still kind of the same person. You just talk more. You just talk more. That's it. That's really the only thing difference you do. You just talk more and you're a little bit more cocky, but you can back up your cockiness. Win or lose, you'll back it up, and you got to respect that. But I didn't have a problem with this match. Two guys, you know, I'm fans of and want to see more. I wanted to be more serious, even though it was serious, because it's not like Willie Yuta goes in half-assed, and neither does Orange Cassidy, even though that's part of his character. But I do feel like I wanted this to feel more important and just being two champions, even though his championship was on the line, but it felt put together. I rather had a build to these two, because then I feel like it would have had a little bit more importancy to it. But other than that, like you said, man, it would do, I guess.
All right, man. After that, of course, we had that boy, man, Pretty Ricky Starks going up against Daniel Garcia. Starks ended up picking up the victory. And then after this, man, we get Sammy Guevara challenging that boy Andretti. So we're going to have that coming up. Then we got Jade Cargill, the TBS champion, aka that bitch, going up against Vert Vixen. Squash match, 53-0 goes the champ. And then in the main event, we got that boy, man. Whose house? Swerve's house. We got Swerve Strickland going up that boy, man, the legend himself, the natural Dustin Rhodes, which actually was a pretty decent match, man. I hated the way the match ended, but of course, man, you know, you got the shenanigans. Rhodes ended up winning via DQ, but guess what? Have no fear, because the Limitless One is back, baby, as Keith Lee made his return, and him and Swerve going to go back and finish what they got to do. I'm assuming they're going to cap that off at Revolution, and if so, I ain't mad at it. Brother, hey, man,
Not at all.
Keith Lee and Swerve Scott, man. Hey, what you thinking right now? How you feel about it?
I mean, we knew it was coming.
Yeah.
We were wondering. I had asked. I had mentioned. I said, "Man, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
We ain't seen Keith Lee in a while, man. Where's
Yeah.
Keith at?" And well, here's Keith. Keith is coming back. He's
back.
getting that revenge on Swerve. I'm glad that these guys got to come in, because I'm not gonna lie, Swerve and Our Glory was a team I didn't know I wanted to see, and I did get to see them. And not only did I get to see them, but they were tag team champions. All right, cool. Now you can go further. Now you got that brush in. You came in, you know, you got a little piece of gold. Now it's time for a new story for both sets. Swerve has come in on his now. You know,
Right.
Rick Ross, the boss. He's got his two white chocolate bodyguards with him. So you know he's good there. And Keith Lee is just limitless, and we know what Keith Lee is, so we're not worried about that. We just want him to be healthy and good, so that he can do what he does.
Yeah.
And therefore, with him being back, going back after Swerve, I'm good with it, man. So I want to see it move forward. I expect a couple of matches out of these guys. If we don't get the first one until the pay-per-view, I'm fine with that. You can finish this off on TV. This isn't something that you got to wait a long time to pay off. You can start it at the pay-per-view and let it do what it do on TV. So I'm for it. I'm for it. You know, like I said, the match was cool. You know, Dustin, look, for him to be almost 60-something years old, if he isn't already 60-something years old, to still be doing what he's doing, because I think him and Sting, matter of fact, are not too far off. So he is 60-something. But for him to still be able to do what he's doing at the age that he's doing it, keeping up at the pace that he's doing it at, man, you can't really do nothing but take your hat off of it. Because it's not like with other, you know, older wrestlers where you don't see them as much. Right. So you don't see them be as sharp. You don't see them with the crisp that Dustin has. And because he's still able to do it, even though he's not doing it as much, but when he does go out there, he's giving his all. You can see, you know, he's slowing down. That old age is kicking in. You see it with Jericho. You see it with the older wrestlers, and you're supposed to see that. But to still be able to do what he does and do what he do best, that's awesome.
All right, man. So then now that we got AEW out the way, so that's Rampage. And now we got the go home show, man, for the Elimination Chambers, Friday Night SmackDown. So the first match of the night. Hey, look, man, it's all about Canada, baby. Yeah. As we started off the night, we got that girl, man, Natty and Shotzi. They went up against Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Rousey and Baszler ended up picking up the victory. This was actually really a good match. The crowd, as expected, was super hot for Natty. Of course, got that 9-heart lineage going. Shotzi did her thing. I feel like she was a standout in this match. But, bro, seeing Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler actually come out with their entrance as a tag team. Now I know the crowd, they were shitting on Ronda. You can't wrestle. Yeah, we know. But I must say, from a visual standpoint, seeing them two come out together, man, if she can just get it together just a little bit. Like, and you know what? I'm gonna give Ronda this. She was trying her best to sell. She was trying her best to sell in this match, so I respect it. If we can get Ronda on par with Baszler as far as in-ring technique, dude, I really think they got something. I know the crowd was shitting on it, but okay, let me ask you this, man. What was your thoughts when you seen them come
out? I like it, for one.
Yeah.
Put the tag team titles on them. Let them dominate.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
That will give other women opportunity. Ronda Rousey is a big enough name. Shayna Baszler is a respectable enough name.
Yeah.
As far as WWE is concerned.
Yes.
Because they're two of the same similar people. You put them as a tag team, you let them do what they do. Now, the whole Ronda Rousey wrestling thing. First and foremost, Ken Shamrock didn't come in being great.
Yeah.
He didn't come in being a great wrestler. Some MMA guys don't come in and get it right away. Brock Lesnar's different because one, Brock Lesnar started out as a wrestler first, then went to MMA, then came back to wrestling. So you always gotta look, you always gotta, see that different. I swear, man, the champ be having so many different names, man. You are the man with 1,001 names. That is you. You are you are the LCJ, the man of 1,001 names. Because dude, man, you got a new one every time. Excuse me. But damn it, it checked me off.
You talk about MMA fighters turning into wrestlers.
MMA fighters, right. So I don't now. Shayna Baszler has a better ring sense because she went through the training. She went through NXT. She started out there and got to build up to who she is. Ronda came straight in from the MMA mat. You want to say, well, it's been 2 years. She should have learned something. She has learned something, that she is who she is. Okay. I don't ever expect Ronda to take a proper punch or a bump all the time. Like, a matter of fact, because of her background and who she is, that's why I hated Liv Morgan trying to look so dominant against her. Like, because it's like, man, it's the whole persona of Ronda Rousey that's pissing people off. It's one, because it's like, you this badass, so you're supposed to be able to do this, but she don't know how to take these falls. Like, man, it takes a while. Like, it took Shayna a while. And even then, it still took her a while to get. Even when she got good, she had to get better. And I don't expect Ronda to know everything, but maybe being with Shayna Baszler, going back and forth with a couple of other people, will help her get better over time. But then again, it also plays in part of her character, like her style. I'm that's why I'm kind of okay with it. Like, it's ugly, no doubt about it. It's ugly, but that's kind of who she is. That's why I like that she's a heel, because I feel like that goes with it. But them coming out as a tag team, I like it, and put some belts on them. What else you gonna do with it? That Ronda ain't never been tag team champion. She's been Raw Women's Champion. She's been SmackDown Women's Champion. Go ahead and get the tag team belts and be a Triple Crown winner in WWE for all the belts. You might as well. You might as well. And you got somebody that you can do it with, unless this is just something that's going to lead to these two going at it at WrestleMania.
Okay, man. I must say, I'm actually very surprised that you that you said put the belts on them, which I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at all.
It's an option. It's an option.
Yeah. No, I'm not mad at it at all. So what I'm saying is, man, that the team of Baszler and Rousey got two codes stamp of approval.
Yeah.
All right.
Depending, if it's legit.
All right. Well, we got that down. All right. So then, man, we get a recap of Sammy joining the Bloodline. We got that whole thing throughout the night, of course, as we expected. But then, bro, we got Hero. And Hero came out with a terrible segment.
And got what they deserve.
Bro, first of all, the crowd was not feeling it from the jump. I'm like, okay, you know what? This was reminiscent of something that happened a while ago. But this time, bro, the Montreal crowd, they let them get a word out. They let them know, like, hey, bro, y'all suck. Y'all suck. And thank God, man, because we've seen a little bit of flickering and shenanigans going on. Wasn't quite too sure what I saw, but I thought I saw. And then we got that music hitting. And then we got that boy Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy coming up on the ropes. Thank God he got Hero top dollar in the Shanti Adonis out the ring. And then Bray Wyatt simply said this: no matter who survives between Brock Lesnar and that boy Bobby Lashley tomorrow, my boy Bray Wyatt put him on notice. And a lot of people was confused. I was confused too at first. I'm like, that is so random. Like, really? Like, why? But then I thought about it. Bray and Brock got history. We can run that back. But then there's also talks of Bray Wyatt and a Wyatt Six. And there's also talks of the reformation of the Hurt Business. So people are thinking like maybe we get a Hurt Business versus Wyatt Six thing going. You could really go either which way. But I will say it confused the hell out of me because I did feel like it was kind of random. Tuco, man, what are your thoughts? Bray Wyatt going up against either Brock or Bobby Lashley?
It was random because it felt random because they did it randomly because there was no indication whatsoever that Brock Lesnar or Bobby Lashley was in the crosshairs of Bray Wyatt. As a matter of fact, last I remember, it was LA Knight.
Yeah.
We ain't seen or heard from Bray Wyatt since he buried or whatever he did to to LA Knight. So the fact that you all of a sudden come out and the first name you say is Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. I mean, Brock, they kind of had a history. They kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. Did they fight? I don't remember them fighting.
Hey,
I don't even remember Bray Wyatt, or maybe it was when he was Bray Wyatt, the cult leader. I don't know. Maybe
that version of Bray,
But that was more like a Royal Rumble thing. I remember a couple of times where Luke and Harper, they were messing with it, but because it was the Royal Rumble and Bray Wyatt, Brock was coming in. Now, you can mention that, but ain't no deep rooted. Not nothing I can think of. I ain't gonna lie, I forget more wrestling than I can remember, but I don't recall anything that sticks out other than a couple of spots, maybe one random time on the Raw, where Brock showed up and then the Wyatt family came out to mess with him, or the Royal Rumble. Outside of that, nothing like that. So the fact that he came out and he mentioned one or the other, that's what makes it so random. And you just, it was one thing if you just came out and said Brock, okay, cool, you got it out for Brock. But you said Bobby or Brock Lesnar, which means you just want the smoke. It don't even matter what the reason is. Somebody just light that fire so that man can get that smoke. So
my boy said hashtag with the shits.
With the shits. I mean, 100%. So, all right. Well, but again, it was random. But I'm not mad at it. Could it be a Wyatt Six versus the Hurt Business kind of thing? Maybe so. But I don't know. This one really caught me off guard. Came out of nowhere. But we'll be definitely interested to see where it goes, especially when we get to this match tomorrow between Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley, and see what happens if Bray shows up after that, which I think he probably will. Now that he done came out and did that, he kind of almost guaranteed it. Matter of fact, in what he said.
I got a question for you, dude, because I'm very curious. Because you've been very blunt, and you're not so much caring of this group. Is it over with for Hit Row, man?
Damn it! Why'd you ask me that question? Yes. I caught myself. Sorry, but yes, it's done, man. I told you, not having Swerve there with them, they're lacking something, and he was the mouthpiece. Like Top Dollar talk to as much. He already does his raps, which I think is over the top a little bit. I mean, not to say that sometimes they don't hit, but most of the time they're over the top. Adante's is he's just there, and B-Fab, man. I want to like B-Fab. I want to like B-Fab, but
too cold about to shake the table.
It ain't about shaking the table, man. It's about keeping it 100, man. She just ain't hitting.
First, bro.
And she ain't hitting. They not hitting. Hit Rose not hitting. Okay. Even with them turning heel, nobody cares. What do I constantly say? In order to make it in this business, the people either have to boo you or they have to cheer for you. But when you get neither from them, where they don't care, when they don't care that you are either good or bad, that's the problem. And that's the problem that Hit Row is hitting right now. Yeah, the fans booed them, but it wasn't the boos that you want. It's not the boos that you want as a group, because those boos come just as well as it came for Sami Zayn later in the night. When he came out in cheers, that's how those boos come out.
Yeah.
This was damn, it's Hit Row. Oh damn, it's that damn hit row. Oh, what they gonna say today? Oh, I bet they gonna that hit row, man. That's how you're supposed to make people feel about you. Not people like, great, hit row coming. You know, let me go get some nachos, let me go use the bathroom. And that's what that was. They were a bathroom break. So, and that's what they've become. They become a bathroom break. And I hate to say it because we were fans of it in NXT and when they first got brought up. The return has not been what it needs to be for them. And I'm sad by that. Like I am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sad by that. Like I wish they had better success.
Yeah,
really. Like I really do. Like I sincerely. But it's over. It's a wrap. It's either repackage them, send them back to NXT or something. But I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Man, Tuco said it's Sarapsky. All right, so then after this, man, we get the Brawling Brutes. Excuse me, no. We get the Banger Bros.
The Banger Bros,
Banger
man.
Bros.
The banger,
bang, we get the Banger Bros.
We give them that pop special.
Yeah, my man.
Bang, 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 bang.
Bang with a chicken wing. Yeah. All right.
Go ahead, man.
We get the Banger Bros versus the Viking Raiders. It was a solid match, man. The Viking Raiders end up getting their ass handed to them, though. Then we get another Roman and Sami Zayn vignette. And then we get Asuka versus Liv Morgan, which was a nice surprise to see Asuka on SmackDown. But, of course, you're already in Montreal, so why not? Asuka ended up picking up the victory. Then, of course, we had the shenanigans with all the other women in the Elimination Chamber match in the ring doing a 1-2. It looked like you got something on your chest, man. Talk to me.
I figured out what Paul Heyman meant.
What?
The promos. Stay at home and watch the show. Sometimes you see things on TV that you don't see live. That made so much sense. It just hit me. I'm slow. It just hit me. All those promos and everything that they showed was basically for Jimmy to sit at home and see all the stuff that they weren't seeing. So all the behind the scene where we saw Sammy talking to Jay and all that little stuff, that's all they showed the whole night. They just showed that little stuff. Ah, damn it, Paul Heyman and WWE. Okay. You know what? That's like, why are y'all pushing this so hard? Only person that showed up was Sammy.
Yeah.
There was no Usos. There was no Roman. There was no Paul Heyman. There was no Sikoa. Yeah. There was none of them. It was just Sammy. And all of those promos, that I'm sorry, I'm slow. It just hit me like that. My bad.
Oh man, that made sense. That made sense. Damn, that made sense. Wow. My goodness.
Right. Like I just damn. Okay, that was smart. All right.
Let's see.
When they get back after, because remember they're still in Montreal, they won't show up unless they got special permission. We won't be seeing them, so we'll have to wait till next Friday to actually hear something.
Joe says, spoiler alert for Quantum Mania. No Captain America. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, I went to go see it. Yeah, I know.
All right.
Oh yeah, I went to go see it. That's why the block party started late tonight.
All right, man. Then after, of course, we get a segment, man. So I guess last week we got that boy Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar. They shared a moment where it looked like my boy Rey's gonna pass the torch of Lucha Libre, the title of the King of Lucha Libre to that boy Santos, which of course, man, you know, we know that boy, man, since he came up out of NXT. So definitely a good moment. Then we get that boy, man, the Intercontinental Champion Walter, aka Gunther, defeating Madcap Moss for the IC Championship, bro. Yo. I am loving the way our champion is being presented. I know for a second, man, people, you know, it was a rumor that Vince wasn't really feeling our boy for a hot second, but then Vince got his ass on up out of there, and Triple H took over and made sure our guy and our group, Imperium, were presented in the light. General, you know, all that shit, you know, bro. How much longer does our boy hold the title?
If he, I'm gonna go ahead and say he makes it past WrestleMania because I don't see no one set up to really beat him.
You know, it's crazy.
WrestleMania, so I can say something that happened and he'll just go through it.
I was gonna say I want to take it a step further. He was the longest reigning NXT UK champion in the history.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, man, for real, if WWE keep playing around, I mean, I don't think he'll hold the title that long, but I'm thinking maybe at least until SummerSlam.
He can.
Yeah.
He can. Actually, I'm gonna go longer than that. I'm gonna go longer than that because I feel like Walter's gonna have to lose to somebody, but whoever he loses, whoever he loses to, will be getting the push. Like it's got to be somebody that that's like, all right, we finna take you to the next level because Walter's showing he's capable of being a capable champion. Kev, what up, man? What's going on with you? So the fact that Walter is proving that he can be a champion, he can be a figure in this company. That I feel like whoever beats him for the Intercontinental championship, they'll have to be there'll be a new someone coming up that people want to see, and he'll be the next person. Like that next person we're ready for to take that next leap up.
Real quick, man, just want to give a quick shout out to the LCJ, man, the champ, for donating the sticker to the GOW.
Man, we appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. See, man, that's why we love the people, man. We love you.
Good looking, man. All right, and then of course, man. So we finished up tonight. We get the hometown boy, Montreal's own Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn came out, man. He went back to the old music. To the old music, and we loved it. He came back to the old music. The crowd was on fire to the point, man, my guy was in the ring for about 5 minutes before he could even utter a word. And then when he did get a chance to talk, he was straight to the point. Bro, tomorrow. Oh my God.
Tomorrow. I love you. Tomorrow.
That crowd is about to be in for a rude awakening, and we will be on live to witness it. Oh my God, dude! This match is gonna be great. I hope.
Man, it's gonna be everything that we think, and maybe everything that we don't think. Like it's gonna just be chaotic. And again, I can't think of a bigger match. And that's why I say I feel like this can replace the Montreal Screwjob. Like this could be the 2.0. Because I could see this being 2.0, and boy, that would be a hell of a thing to have. To update the Montreal Screwjob, because you had it and they've reconciled. Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels have reconciled. It's it's in the past, but to kind of put a fresh new spin on it, man, this would be the perfect. This would be the perfect time for it.
You know what's crazy? If you pull the screw job 2.0,
but it won't be as bad as the first one was. Like as far as how the fake pin, like with the referee and all that, it won't be that way. But I could see Sammy definitely getting royally screwed, and that that being considered the 2.0 of the Montreal Screwjob.
But you know what's crazy? Maybe I got too much hope. Maybe I got too much expectation. But I think, dude, depending on how you do it, and if you do it right, if you really do this right, bro, I can see the crowd legit like damn near on the edge of a riot. I can see it damn near like John Cena RVD type
they
style.
They are going to boo the hell out of Roman Reigns.
I'm talking about throwing like drinks. I can
going
see
to be he is not getting cheered like he did everywhere else. They are going to boo the holy hell out of Roman Reigns, man, tomorrow. It is going to be awesome. Oh, dude, they are going. Dude, they are just so going to boo the man. They are going to give it their all. People will have no voices by the time they get to Monday because they were yelling and cussing and booing this dude so much. And when Sammy comes out, they're gonna scream. They're gonna blow their heads screaming so damn much. So, look, that's why I say a Montreal Screwjob 2.0. I could see it happening. Everything is there for it to happen.
I'm just picturing Roman's music theme hitting and just the eruption of just hate. My God. You know he not gonna come out right away. You know he take a long time to come out anyway. So now tomorrow they just gonna let them boos build. They just gonna let that.
Who comes out first?
Oh.
Who comes out first tomorrow?
I was
for 5 extra points. For 5 extra points, who comes out first tomorrow? No, I'm just messing. I ain't gonna do that. But who comes out first tomorrow?
You know what's crazy? I was thinking about that because traditionally the champion comes
out
last.
Right. Challenger comes out first. Champion last.
But I don't know because I don't. If Sammy, I'm gonna put it this way: if Sammy's gonna get royally screwed, I'm talking about like super fucked over.
He goes last.
Yep.
Sammy comes out last, which means we get a 20-minute Roman Reigns intro before Roman comes, and then we get a 5-minute match. All right, cool. All right.
Depending on how bad they do Sammy, I think the level of screwedness is gonna determine who comes out first. Because if Sammy comes out first, I'm like, okay. He might have a decent kind of finish. If he come out last, bruh, you might as well go ahead, bruh.
Well, I don't think it matters really if he come out first or last. It's just the setup. The only reason I asked that question because again, it's like they're gonna put their all into booing the hell out of Roman Reigns. Like you may get a few people that have cheered, but for the most part, this Montreal call, they are going to boo the hell out. That's why I was asking. Like, who do you see coming out first? Because I can see the Roman Reigns music hitting and just getting the crowd and they just booing him, and then it's just him and maybe it's Sikoa, but we know it's gonna be him and Paul Heyman. We don't know if Sikoa is gonna be there. We know he can be there.
So here's the thing. So here's what I heard. I guess apparently now the whole thing with the Usos not being able to go to Canada, maybe not a thing no more.
I see, and I was wondering that. So if we get, so we gonna see. But I have a feeling that they will play on that, and it would just be Paul and Roman. Sikoa may come out, he may be with him, but I feel like it may just be Roman and Paul. But I still want to always throw that element out that Jade Uso can still come out and show his true colors. That's why, even though I know they're looking at possibly now doing a triple threat, maybe later on with Cody, Sammy, and Roman. But I feel like there's still another story to be told because Jay's got to have a problem with Sammy. Even if he feels conflicted about something, at some point he's got to come to some type of realization, which I think he will do, which is going to play into tomorrow. Brad Vaughn in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, man, I seen this man live and direct, man. I met this man earlier this week, man. I got to see this man. I got to see him live, man. I got to see the legend himself up and close and personal, man. But I feel like I truly feel like that. Regardless, they're gonna. It's got to go down to Sammy and Jay. Like I feel like you got to kind of finish that because Jay was so adamant that this dude was fake. He was so adamant that he ain't real. Now they've played the part where, we also were throwing in the speculation that this was some grand scheme by Kevin Owens. I think that was kind of also the thing about it, that a lot of people were thinking that Kevin Owens got this grand scheme that he's using Sammy to do this, where they haven't really tied on that. It's really just been more of just Sammy really genuinely liking them and wanting to be a part of them. So they're kind of playing on that right now, which is fine. But if you're going to do that, then this is really, you got to finish this story between Sammy and Jay. And what other way to do it by having Kevin Owens and Jimmy be a part of it, and you make some stake at it, and you also throw a wrench into the bloodline. There's got to be a wrench thrown into the bloodline, and what bigger way to do that by having the Usos lose those 520 plus day title reign that they're on right now. I don't even remember the exact number,
something like
that. If you're not going with the triple threat, and it's just a match, but it's the significance of the match. The titles are secondary to it. Don't get me wrong. The titles will be secondary, but they won't totally be secondary because again, you gotta look at the fact that they've been the longest reigning tag team champions. They got to lose these belts. Everybody's got to lose both of the belts. They got to separate the belts. So that's what I'm looking at. What was Fro's comment?
Fro said he's more excited for the Chamber than Mania.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the Chamber looks good.
Chamber looks nice, man. Yeah.
Chamber looks nice, but it looks. You know why it looks nice? Because it's only 5 matches. That's why it looks nice. That's why it looks nice. It's only 5 matches. We about to get a nice quality field pay-per-view that we're not going to watch for 4 to 5 hours. We're finna get a nice 3-hour pay-per-view. It's maybe 3.5, but we know it's not going to take too long. With Mania, we about to watch 2 nights, 4 to 5 hours, both nights of wrestling. So because you know not every match is going to be a banger. We know not every match is going to be a banger. Out of both nights, if they do, let's just say they do 12 matches. If they do 12 matches, they do 12 matches and it's 6 both nights. It's only going to be 3 matches each night that somebody's going to love, that we all universally going to love all together. So I kind of get where Fro's coming from, man. But yeah, man, there's so much that can go on with this Sammy and Jey Uso and Roman Reigns storyline. Right now, I just feel like you need to figure out a way to reset the belts, reset the roster, and just, reset and move forward, because you got a nice squad of up and coming talent that I think is ready for the next level.
No, absolutely. But man, hey, look, don't worry about it, because tomorrow, man, the franchise, the 29-year-old piece of gold, the GOW's tribal chief, is about to lay the SmackDown on the candy ass known as King Tuco here live on the GOW podcast, as we come to you live and direct, man, and we give you all them Elimination Chamber reviews and the watch along and reactions and all that.
And then when the franchise wakes up from his nap, we'll actually do the real live show and he'll lose. Now, with that being said, my God.
I give you that one. I will give you that one. My man.
I was just saying, you gotta let the people know, man. You gave them a great story, but we want to let them know, man, the truth was gonna really happen. But seriously, 8 o'clock, whenever the show comes on, man, we are coming on live. We got 2 Elimination Chamber matches. We got a championship match to watch. We got 2 big meaty men slapping meats. We gotta watch this, man. So we're gonna be live with the people tomorrow, man, for the whole show.
Yes, sir. And we're gonna give y'all that good old live and direct. Yes, sir.
Oh, I can't wait to. Oh yeah, man. We're gonna have to make a special Hood Report show, man. Just for the people, man. Just for the people.
With that being
King
said,
gonna have to come out for the folks, man. Let's go.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of GOW, the Generational Wrestling Podcast, another episode of Friday Night Block Party. It's yours truly, man, the 29-year-old piece of gold. He's King Tuco. Be sure to have them notifications live, because tomorrow we're coming to you for a live watch-along review.
Don't worry about NBA All-Star Weekend, okay? They're going to do the same thing. They're going to do a competition. They're going to shoot the ball. They're going to dunk the ball.
By the way, Miz, look, just because he put, we some Cleveland boys. Shout out to the Miz, man, who hit the game winner, the Celebrity All-Star game from half court. That Cleveland did something right, finally. But go ahead, man.
Anyway, don't worry about the All-Star game. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that basketball tomorrow, man. We've seen that enough. We've seen that enough, man. Okay. All right, man. They're gonna dunk the ball 1,000,000 times before they actually get it in. You don't want to watch that. Come watch wrestling with us. All right, come watch Elimination Chamber. You can just DVR the All-Star Weekend. It'll be there. It's a whole weekend. But Elimination Chamber, it's just tomorrow night. So come hang out with us, man.
Absolutely. And with that being said, again, thank y'all, man. Peace.
Deuces.